So do you read that far? Nice. Thank you. So just click the link that I shared, github.com, or just go through the link directly. Yeah, so just click the green button, sign up for GitHub. So you can either continue with Google. Very easy. Pick any account that you want to be using that GitHub. Continue. Yeah, so just click save and create an account. If you want to receive email updates, I prefer receiving email preferences because so that I can see any new updates that's coming from GitHub. Then create an account. Nice. So let's just check. Yeah, boom. So you do have your own GitHub account. Now, this is the first step of being an engineer, or like, yeah. Now after once you're here, now the best, maybe I can just take you through the basic things. So this, since you're using your phone, I will kindly request back my screen. If you can kindly. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. So we have been able to create like a GitHub account right now. And I believe for anybody else who maybe didn't was a bit shy for raising his hands up, that is the same process that you'll take towards creating your own GitHub account and going from there. So the next step here. So you do have two modes of building in the blockchain space. So, like, we do have multiple other IDEs. So, what are IDEs? IDEs are basically whereby you write your own pieces of code. So, I remember the first time while I was in high school, I think it was in Form 2 in Kenya. So, I had this deep level of like just coding, but I was like, okay, how can I just write codes? I just, if when I
Yeah.
go to,
Yeah.
okay, anybody speaking? Okay, sure. So I was like, when I see these movies, I see like some green or blue or red chords, and I was like, okay, what the hell are these things? How can I even start writing these things? Now, after high school, that's when, well, in first year, that's when I was introduced to some IDEs with C and the likes of C++ and the rest and the rest. So text editors, I mean. But right now, we do have multiple other um, text text editors. And for this course precisely, we'll be focusing on like rich text editors, like integrated development environment. So these are basically systems or apps or whereby you can be able to write your codes, and they have integrated like other tools, external tools or tools developed by the community or like internally to help you just in your building and building and building. So we have Visual Studio Code, which is like a local development environment. It means like if you're using Visual Studio Code, you have to download Visual Studio Code in your own machine. So, but our main focus on VS Code. So, but if you want to download, you can just Google for VS Code IDE, and if you're here, you download. If you're using Linux or Windows, I'm using Windows for right now. You can just download it, and the rest with what you do with Vmix is almost literally the same. Then, then you go to the next step, like MetaMask. So in the blockchain space, if as I've told you, like blockchain is just like a distributed database, you see, and you know very well if you are a developer right now. If you are a developer right now, damn, I wasn't sharing my screen. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's code. Yeah. So just go to code.visualcode.com, then download VS Code, because these tools will also be used by the next instructors, especially on Wednesday session. And yeah, some of them will use this one here. So as I mentioned prior, like blockchain is just a distributed database that anybody can update it, but nobody can delete what's included there. So if it's a distributed database, they need to be a way whereby like we can literally understand who has what, who has these privileges, and who exactly has authority to do this and this and this and this and this. You see, the same way you have in your two accounts. Like if you do have your own account, you can be able to query about your account, see your username and things like that. Now in blockchain, we do have addresses or wallets, and these addresses they're just it's like your bank account or like your ID or like your credentials. With this wallet or address, it allows you to be able to query from the blockchain, do things in the blockchain, and do whatever instruction that you want, either using an application or if you just want to get nerdy and do like some low level stuff, you normally need a wallet or an address. And we do have different ways of having the addresses or the wallets. So in Ethereum development precisely, we do have two types of accounts. We have externally owned accounts, and we have smart contract owned accounts or smart contract owned wallets or externally owned wallets. With smart contract owned wallets, it means like you don't have to download anything, but rather the developer is build if a developer is building you a smart contract account, they just give you an address and you can just do things like that, like anything like that. But if there are so for the opposite, the externally owned account, it means they are private key owned accounts. You need to have a private key to access your address and things that you can do, like sending and receiving money. So how can you be able to get these wallets? We do have we do have different types of like these externally owned accounts. We have custodial and non-custodial. So custodial means like me as the developer myself, I have the sole, I control your keys, like I store your keys in my server or whichever area or way that I want. And with non-custodial, it means like you as the user, we control your keys. So I, as the developer, I don't have access to your keys. Now, will the most used IDE, it's MetaMask, as you can see here. So if you go to metamask.io, so we'll be there. Let us go to metamask.io. So you go to metamask.io. So just visit the site. Then it will have this UI, like some numbers, some figures. Yeah. Then we need browser extension. Maybe by a show of hands, who here does not have like a MetaMask account? Or who here has any wallet that he uses? You can just raise your hand. Or who doesn't have? Okay, let's start with who doesn't have any wallet address or any wallet. Okay. Anybody else? No problem. Okay, nice. Nice, that's a good number. So, Mohammed, by any chance, do you have your desktop by there? You have your desktop there, or Morgan? Okay. Or who has his desktop? If you have, you can just text in the chat here. Okay. Or Morgan, do you have your desktop there? Or Charlotte? Or a laptop or a PC? We want to set up like yeah, nice, thank you. So Morgan, could you just share a screen if possible so that we can be able to set up like a MetaMask wallet from scratch right now? Very nice, thank you, Morgan. Still waiting for you, Morgan. Okay, maybe Washuka, could you just grant Morgan some privileges to share screen?
Oh, okay. I think he should be able to share. Maybe stop sharing first, and then he can give it a shot.
Nice. Right now, can you be able to do that? Very nice, very nice. So, very nice.
Okay.
So, let me share. Okay, copy. So just go click that link that I've shared with you. You have a very quite powerful machine there.
I think my internet is a bit slow.
Is it slow or it's your process, the tabs? I'm just confirming the 90 pointers. We don't have that much time. Is it that slow? Okay, nice. So just click get MetaMask. Maybe you can just move this widget, this floating widget that is there.
Where should I move it to? Should I close it?
And don't close it. Don't close it. Just allow this time.
Oh,
Nice.
already
Okay.
closed it.
So get MetaMask. So I don't know which. Yeah, you are using Brave. Just choose the Brave browser option. Okay. Yeah, then add to Brave. It will be like it's just less than 10 seconds if you do browser Wi-Fi. Add extension. Yeah. So let's just check it. Get some few seconds. So as MetaMask is loading, you may so we'll be using MetaMask for doing. You can't do anything in the blockchain without an address or a wallet, and for us, we'll be using MetaMask to just do the stress testing and doing the testing. Then later on, if you want to go down the rabbit hole, you can generate your own private keys locally and do whatever you think you want to do. And if you even want to overthrow the CBK, you can just do something. It's endless opportunities as a developer with AI there.
Fadhil, you're a teacher of the government of
and
No, but
there's nothing like that.
I haven't said
And
anything.
It's such a good example. Yeah.
and those views are not representative of Web3 clubs, just to be on the record. Of Web3 Clubs Foundation Limited, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just wait. Okay, yeah, so
We have a question in the
sure.
chat, Fadhil.
Okay, let me just check.
Muhammad is asking,
Okay.
how does MetaMask help him? He does not understand the use for MetaMask.
Okay, sure. Maybe I'll just ask Mohammed, like, what's your background? And Morgan, could you just mute? I don't know.
Okay.
You can, yeah. Maybe you can just type, or you can just. I prefer maybe you can just unmute your mic. Like, where are you coming from? Like, were you in the hospitality industry? Are you a lawyer? Are you a government official? Are you? We don't know. We just
I'm a
asking.
student.
Oh, you're a student. Okay, nice. So I'll view it as this way. Like, if you're doing, like, what's your course? Sorry, which course are you taking right now?
I'm doing BCS.
Pardon?
BCS.
A Bachelor of Computer Science. Okay, nice. So I'll just say, like, for example, if you're building applications, I'll use the Web2 way. If you're in the last previous sessions, I believe the previous instructor shared about Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. I won't go that much deeper. But like with Web 2, for example, you do have accounts. And with accounts, for example, if you create your system right now, you want people to use your system, right? And for using a system, you need to have like authentication, like authentication mechanisms. Like for example, you don't want me to log in. You don't want me to log in the account, and then I spend Ochi's money because like I don't have an account, man. Like, or I log in, then I reply to, if someone texts Rose or Washukas, if you're building like a social application, then someone texts Washuka, then I go and respond on behalf of Washuka. You need like some proper authentication methods, meaning like you need like a proper way to just assign roles to users. And for that, it means like you need to have like a proper database that can say who owns who and which role that this guy has. And with these authentication methods, it means like you need to find a way in how you can give these people accounts, right? Like, so that if I log in into your greatproject.com application, I can see this my account, and I can do this and this and this and this and this and this. You see? So for us to do that, like the same thing in the blockchain space, we have money. The most easiest thing what you can do in the blockchain space is sending and receiving money. And a way whereby you can be able to send and receive money is you need to have addresses and, let's say, wallets. And these wallets, they allow you to resend and receive money. Or like, for example, if I'm building like a very out of the world social application, I need to find a way where I can be able to show who am I, you see? So with this one here means like I need to have wallets, and we do have multiple wallet providers. So MetaMask is a wallet provider. It allows me to interact with the blockchain network. So one common misconception that someone may ask, so does MetaMask hold my money? No, MetaMask does not hold your money. MetaMask is just like a gateway or an interface towards you accessing the blockchain. No. So MetaMask gives you like a private key, some private keys which you'll use to interact with the network. I believe Ochi is raising some, or like he wants to support that.
Yeah. So let me just give you like maybe a simple example, a comparison. So when you're building stuff, let's say like in Web2 or you're building a software or something, you need to say that, okay, there has to be a way that you're relating that project to you, right? So what you normally do is you probably have an email account, or you probably have just some kind of an account that says, okay, the owner of this account is the one who's building this project. So the Web3 version of that account or email is really just the wallet. So the wallet serves two purposes. Number one, every wallet has a unique address and key. So now, I'm connecting your wallet to a project. I'm basically saying the owner of this wallet is the owner of this project. So that's number one. Number two is that I'm building on Web3 requires the builder to spend gas fees for transactions on chain. This same wallet also serves that purpose. It holds the crypto or the tokens or the gas fees that will be used to basically power transactions and testing and stuff. I don't know if that helps. Or Mohammed.
Sure. So also maybe as you are proceeding on, so I believe also the bootcamp says like it's a vibe coding bootcamp. So I mean like we use a lot of AI. So personally, this year, for example, I've shifted more software with AI, with ChatGPT, and I've learned tons of things that I could have learned in the last 5 years with ChatGPT. This year, alone for the last 6 months. So I would advise like if you're using anything, maybe after even the concept that you've discussed about, just go to ChatGPT, ask like, hey, I had this guy saying about MetaMask, okay, private keys. So what are these things like? Or what you said about this? What are these like? Or just tell like simple way, hey, explain to me like this and this and this level. I want to understand fully, and like it will literally explain to you that much further. So, but like generally, that's just basically it. With MetaMask, it allows you to access the blockchain network and interact with the blockchain network. And I've said or clarified that MetaMask does not hold your funds, or it does not. It's MetaMask itself as a company does not store your money, but rather they have keys that help you manage your account or like interact with the network. So that's it here. You were to Morgan. Thank you. So Morgan, you can just if you are here into this new screen, so it means like you have been able to download the extension. So the first thing you'll do after you download the extension, after you just come to the Chrome, so you can either create a new wallet or have if you do have an existing wallet, you can just have it. For today, we are creating a new wallet. So just create a new wallet. So here, could you just go back? Just go back again. We just close this session. Nice. Yeah, nice. Then create a new wallet, then stop there for a while. Don't click anything. So could you just then this floating thing? Thank you. So right now, so what you're seeing here, it's like two modes of like creating your wallet in the network. So if you go that much deeper later on, you'll dig or like read things about what can you call them, account abstraction. So account abstraction is basically a way whereby like we are trying to make it easy for users to onboard on our application. Initially or traditionally, if you wanted to interact with the network, you need to have a wallet, and this wallet was being generated by private key, and the private key, they were being generated by the seed phrases. So cloud also is amazing too. So what you're seeing here, you can either use secret recovery phrase. So this means like if you're creating an account, you need to have this secret recovery phrase. So the demerit of having this secret recovery phrase is like, one, if I lose my recovery phrase, it means like I'll have been able to lose my money. So I've had friends who have lost like a lot of money, more than thousands of dollars in money, because like they forgot their seed phrases. Like one instance is, for example, If you're using your phone mobile device as like your password, it stores all information, and maybe something happens to your phone, or it gets lost, or someone steals it, or it falls somewhere, it can't be retrieved again. It means like if you had any money, you can't access them because like you use your secret recovery phrase and they were only on your phone, and since they gone or they had gone zilienda, you can't get them back. So that's one demerit. But it also means like another positive thing, it also means that nobody has access to my money. You see, I can even take this secret recovery phrase the same way you will take a title deed to the bank. You'll go to KCB and tell them like, hey, I want to store this seed phrase in your safes, like just a piece of paper, and they'll store for you. So it may look like it's a piece of paper, but like it means much more. So this means like you can, it's your own, you control it. Now we have these other accounts like we do continue with Google, continue with Apple, continue with Telegram. So this means like MetaMask is a company itself. They generate for you the seed phrases and they store for you. Now, one thing is like if I don't know what servers they're using, or I don't know how they're storing these keys, but there are different methods or ways, whereby you can be able to like store this, storing this precisely. So with continuous Google or these other things, they are normally called social logins. It means like me or the MetaMask is a company, they store for you your seed phrases. And anytime, like for example, if your phone got broken, or like if someone you don't have access to your phone or laptop or anything, I can still go and borrow like Ochis or Raphael's phone and say, hey, let me just log in my Google account, then recover some money here. So it's quite convenient because like I can be able to like access my account anytime soon and don't need to worry about seed phrases. It's a very seamless or easy way of onboarding users to application. For example, you wouldn't go and tell a 70-year-old young boy that I'm creating this financial application. Now, these seed phrases, store them somewhere. Like they'll be like, so even if a phone number is hard for them to remember, so how about a seed phrase? You see, they can't go and dig somewhere and waziweke hapo hivyo. So that's one thing. So this secrets, like it makes sense for people who like they're very much open to new knowledge, and they no banter involved though, but like something like that. But with this one here, it means like you can be able to onboard anybody as possible. Like if, for example, they introduce phone numbers, you can be able to onboard people in your application using phone numbers. So just click continue Google Morgan, then direct, then you'll finish from there. I hope like I've been able to expand much more about this MetaMask. And yeah, any what is the question? Yeah, thanks Daisy for the question. So Daisy asked, like, I have this question: if someone knows your account password for MetaMask, it means you just create a new password, confirm, then continue. This is asking if someone knows your account passwords for MetaMask, it means you can access it and make transactions. So now, how are we supposed to be hiding account password private keys? Yeah, as I've shared, we do have two methods. We do have the seed phrases and the private key, and then any social login way. If you're using for development, just use the social login. If you're using to store money or things, or like build a portfolio, just use seed phrases anywhere, anytime.
But Daisy, so the best way is just write it down on a piece of paper somewhere, and then you give it to your mother, and then ask her to keep it for you.
Yeah, like a birth certificate. My mom has it actually. Plus my seed phrase, please store it for me. Yeah, continue. Yeah, your wallet is ready.
You guys
Continue open wallet.
don't endanger your parents. Do not endanger the young boys and girls in the village.
Nah, you don't live in the village. I'm just joking.
But it's that serious.
Yeah, I understand.
Like it's that serious. That's probably the
Yeah,
safest way. Is just you write it down somewhere, and then you just
yeah.
yeah.
And actually, like for example, if you have been actually keen in the crypto ecosystem, like there's somebody who was actually killed for ransom. Like they demanded ransom because like it was a very crazy crypto guy. The guy just gave them a seed phrase and they're like, okay, thanks. But like we'll hurt you though. They hurt him. They killed him actually. This wife. Yeah, just because like they knew you're a very serious investor. No, like things like that. Yeah. So what you do have is like your MetaMask. Now, what this means like is that you can be able to now start doing anything: sending, receiving, swapping, growing a portfolio, investing in meme coins, or for this project here, like now start building your systems or companies. Now is the first way to go. Now, what you'll do, so click this extension tab here. So on the, I don't know what are these, they're normally called. Apple Jukiasi. Hii stuff, Jukiasi tena? Jukiasi. The first icon. Yeah, extension tab. Now click that extensions. Just click it. Then click pin. Now it's easy. Now, right now you can be able to, it's easy now for you to just seamlessly access and yeah. So just now click that icon for MetaMask that you're seeing right now. Don't unpin. Now, the icon there that you have pinned right now, just click the X.
No, hapo juu, on top.
Top. Next to the extension tab.
Yeah, the one that
Next
is
to
in
the
orange.
extension icon.
The orange,
orange
looking.
one.
No, the
Orange.
Yeah.
Click it again. Yeah, so MetaMask, by the one thing, it normally comes as a side tab or a pop-up, so you can just decide how to, but like this is exactly what you wanted. Now for right now, we do have the MetaMask. Now the next one here. So thanks Morgan for your valuable contribution. If possible, could you kindly assist me with my screen back? But thanks for yeah. So now the next thing we want to start understanding. Now we want to like build something. So Remix. So as I've shared before, Remix is basically whereby you can start writing your codes. Like if basically where you start, you can write something. You can write your smart contracts. So just a quick recap of what smart contracts are. Smart contracts, they are just pieces of code which execute automatically whenever predefined instructions are met. So in a nutshell, or let me give an example. For example, you are building like an insurance system. And this insurance system, like you're saying, this example, I don't think if it can work in a country, but like you can say, hey, in this insurance system, I want like, I'm only insuring people who, whenever weather reaches 40 degrees Celsius, I pay you. I don't care how much the laws came, I don't care. But so long as like this, what the policy says, I need to pay you and you're paying your things on time, we'll pay you back. So it means like if for example weather ilifika 40 degrees Celsius, ilikuwa Friday saa 9 jioni, ndo niko huko hivyo Kakamega, before nifike Nairobi jua ishakuja. So how can we be able to make this system such that like whenever it reaches this one here pap ishaikiwa do yangu hapo hivyo kwa wallet. So you can build a smart contract that can be able to automatically capture, it can just monitor the weather and things like that through oracles. And whenever weather reaches 40 degrees Celsius, I, as the farmer, I wouldn't have to come to like bold hizi nini Bukenya nikuja Nairobi don't chukua my claim or like anything that you want, or just call your agents. They'll just be able to like release money to my account automatically. So that's one thing that you can do. But like just think outside the box, that multiple other things you can do. I don't know if that system can work well in this country, yes, but like you can just research on. However, oh, okay, nice. So just a minute. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
I will need like one contributor who you can be able to just go through like a remix IDE. Anybody will be able to contribute. Raphael, could you take the honors kindly? If you do have, I can't hear you. Are muted actually.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Nice, thank you. So you can just share screen when you go through remix. So someone may ask, okay, so is remix taking over my other IDEs like VS Code and I don't know, Casa, anti-gravity, text editors like Vim or NeoVim? No, actually I use like 3 IDEs mostly. I use anti-gravity sometimes, mostly NeoVim, Vim, and Remix most of the time actually. So it never takes anything that I'm doing because like I can say Remix is more like a block, like a black box that it gives you like it's specialized for doing one particular thing, manner like smart contract engineering. And let me show here. So let us go.
I guess, Fadhil, the question is, can you just build on Remix and Remix only if you're coding in any language?
Okay, I'm coming there.
Or are there limitations? Okay, yeah. Sure.
Let me first of all share this. Nice. So I've shared that. So yeah, to come back, you had asked like if you can use Remix to build anything. So actually, no, Remix supports like multiple smart contract languages. For example, let's start with ZK. In ZK, Remix supports SACOM, it supports NOAA. So you can write your own SACOM and NOAA circuits and deploy in Remix. Remix like supports Solidity. If you are a Solidity developer, you can write Solidity with Remix. So for those who are interested in backend and smart contract engineering, so it supports Node.js, TypeScript, JavaScript. So it means like you can be able to write your own JavaScript, TypeScript files that runs on Remix. So other languages, no. So I haven't started the other languages. So I wouldn't personally I haven't tried the other languages before because those are uncomfortable languages. But what I've seen for the last few is that like Remix is supporting only this language that I have right now. So Remix, we normally call it the Remix project because like under the Remix project, we have multiple other plugins. So plugins are just some modules, mana. Ni kama unaambiwa like hey, unapewa hii, but like ukiwa na hii, you can access hii na hii na hii na hii na hii, mana. Like for example, if you have been building on Visual Studio Code, like or any other IDE, either Fortran, if you're writing C++, hizo languages zako, you have things like compilers. So what are compilers? Compilers are basically systems or a tool that help you translate a language from one version to another. For example, if the blockchain does not understand Solidity, it does not. So, but like it understands like bytecodes. or example like bytecodes. So what it does is compile it allows you to compile from this language to this to this machine readable codes or like bytecodes or like yeah. Then we do have other tools that help you, like for example in debugging, monitoring, to come on, yeah, things like that. So if you just scroll, no, just scroll down profile, yeah, or just click launch app. I think this other else, since you have the link, you can just go and just experiment. Nice. But the one thing, by first time like writing a blockchain contract, it happened like it was like this hackathon, not hackathon actually, it was like a random meetup that was happening at ZTech University. And with this meetup, it was organized by some of my friends. I respect them till date. They're still in the ecosystem though. And my first time they were like, you use this remix. Then I was the UI wasn't like this one here. It was a bit simpler. Not a bit simpler, but like it was just something else to me. It was very complex to me because I was like, what are the contracts? It was my first time even like learning about blockchain, leave alone being proficient in like Web2, things like that. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I was able to like write a simple file. So with remix right now we have the remix beta. So remix beta, it's a new beta launched by Remix. So the remix beta, it has things like accounts. It has things with accounts. It helps you like sync your projects here and there. It has like this remix AI. So the remix AI, since like we do have some other models like Mistra free model and like some other models there. Also, you can bring along your keys, like your keys from API keys from from your day-to-day LLMs like ChatGPT, like Anthropic and OpenAI. So when you're greeted here, so you can just click. Let us click sign in. Even before clicking sign in, even as you're here, you can just see we started off by using GitHub. But if you come to Remix, you see like setting up a GitHub account. If you come to Remix, you can see like you can connect to GitHub account through Remix. So it means like if you have created your projects here, you can just push them directly to GitHub without like downloading them locally. You see. So if you just click them, connect to GitHub later or not right now, to connect to GitHub. Then I need you to click sign in here, Raphael. You are muted if you are speaking. Just click sign in, it's on the top, top right here. Nice. So I think just continue Google. I think one news is that like for every participant on Core 3, we do Remix is giving out like free beta giving credits to the participants for testing being a beta user. So it means like you can be able to just continue with Google, Raphael. So you can be able to like build intensive application in the Remix beta program. So Ochi and the team at Web3 Clubs, they'll coordinate with you on how you can be able to get to be enlisted as a beta user. So what it means that as a beta user means like you'll get access to Olama, you'll get access to Olama is free. I mean, you'll get access to OpenAI, Anthropic, powerful models for the entire month. Like imagine like you don't have to just copy and paste code from one IDE to another LM. Everything is just in your IDE all in once. Also, maybe another thing. Also, Remix has local IDE, so you can also download it. Si lazima kuja hapa hivi ultimate anytime, mana. So you can just download it and have it in your machine. Nice.
I'm wondering why it's taking too much time to connect to Google. Is it the same issue or it's my network?
Tuseme hivyo. Same network. Because like, I've made access size in another laptop. Let me just confirm again. Yeah, that's
Also, it's my network. I'm trying to refresh though. Let me see if.
okay. It's the same thing actually. So there's no any much difference. So maybe later on, because of time, you can just go ahead. So you can just, if it's Motena, you can just click the X button. Later on, you just saying one. Okay. Good.
Also, I hope everyone else is able to follow along. Like you can just open your browser and try to follow along.
Could you just click this session? Just kill the session. Yeah. We'll check what's later on Shinigani. So once you're here, you can see like you can create a new workspace, start coding, start learning anything again. But if you just let us first start this stuff Zappa Kando. Could you just share back my screen? It's in that a bit easier. Thank you so much, Raphael, for your valuable contribution. Nice. Yangu imekuja haraka bana. So let's check. I'm already signed in. Jishidi iko wapi lakini hata umeona. Anyways, so since you're here, so you'll have something like this one here. Now, like a quick tour of what Remix is. Like, for example, if you are here on the first tab here, so this just inafunga hizi file explorers huko hivi umeona. It opens up to this file explorers. Hapa hivi hizi ma contracts ni nini. Umeona? Kuna hizi ma stuff mingi hapo hivyo. Then if you click here, you can search for your files, like how they are. Compiler, as I shared with you, we have the compilers. So if you, for example, if you do have a file here, let me say this file that's there. If you click the compile, you can see this will be there. But if you remove it from there, you can see no file will be selected. So this allows you to compile. Deployment, how you can be able to deploy to the networks. So Remix allows you, for example, if you don't have some gas fee, you can be able to deploy to like some local accounts. By the way, I do have a lot of gas fees, so maybe after here you can just share your addresses that we will share with you, like some faucets you can use for building. So I have quite a lot. So, but also if you don't want to do like on-chain deployments, you can just do simulation. For example, using this Remix VM, you can use these other things. Now they give you like some gas fee. Like you can see I have 100 ETH. That's just not real money. So you can use this one here to like deploy and things like that. Yeah. So much deeper, I think will be done in the next session. But like this, just basically it. Git, I shared about Git version control. How you can be able to like set up Git and GitHub. For example, you want to clone, you can put a Git URL here, and it does the latter. Helps and guides, like just showing us like what's Remix and things like that. So it's help us, for example, what's in beta. Like if you just click there, what's in beta, you'll see like, oh, we do have advanced AI models. So it's free for beta testers, like Cloud Opus, Cloud Sonnet, Cold Mistral. Like who does not want like some free free Cloud Sonnet 4.6. I want it, by the way. So it has
Fadhil.
access. Huh?
Oh, sorry. Would you require more time, like maybe up to half past or something? Because I feel like you should do it. Are you sure?
So I think I'll be like 7 minutes. I'll be done.
Okay,
Sure.
so.
Yeah, so you can see what's in beta. We do have advanced AI models, so you get advanced AI models like Cloud Opus 4.6 for free. Like, damn, that's crazy, man. So you have like if you do have these other integrations, MCP integrations like Etherscan, Alchemy, the Graph, skills, like having all of this on here, they help you like to do like this building and like all of these things here, like because of these MCP plugin integrations. Then your access is always available initially. Kama ningeanza kubuild like a project yangu hapo hivi. Oh, sorry. If I start building my project right now here, then I reload my browser. It means like all things will have been lost because like they were storing locally, like here. So sessions weren't persisting. I couldn't be able to do all of this persistence. I mean, generated up from a prompt. So imagine like you've been able to build like a simple contract. Like you can be able to create like a simple dapp, full stack dapp that interacts with the application. I think we'll do that right now if Thames allows us. Then you can join the Discord for better feedback channel, and like yeah, you can benefit from being a better user. I don't know, like it's yeah. Then the plugin. So as I mentioned, like with IDEs, they do consist with multiple plugins. So imagine all of these things here. So you're asking the difference between in and ini. This na in VS Code. VS Code does not have a bit of stylus for helping you out. I don't know if it has, but stay to near you, but this is very much simpler. VS Code does not have this Bill's wallet provider. I don't see if it has. Like contact verification, you need to like understand how to deploy applications using either Hardhat or Foundry. But this one here, you can be able to verify your contracts right now here. Then Kochi, I think you can deploy like contracts in the Kochi ecosystem, debugger, defender, docgen. And if remix D, so what's remix D? So I think this one cool Nini that you can check on. So the remix D, it allows you to have this cross collaboration between like your online ID and the local machine. Look at mzazi. So then sent you like all of the solution analyzer, like most of these tools you willing to get them by using like some IDEs, but like the reason why remix exists as per the other IDEs, it's not taking over other IDEs, but like it's a tool specifically for building your own contracts. And initially I was using like Tenderly. For if you are a good developer who understands your craft, you know like Tenderly very well. So it helps you like debug onchain contracts that you can't be able to understand what are they doing. For example, if you bypassed deploying using tests, you can use Tenderly. But however, Remix also has this default under the hood, so you don't have to look for another applications called Tenderly to come and use this in here. Yeah, I think yeah. Plus multiple other things here. So let's check something here. You have 3 minutes. So maybe before you continue, there's this article that I wrote with the remix last year. I think last year. So it was on Substack. Let me just share it now. Okay. Nice. So I wrote with them I think last year. It was later on posted this year. I think it's a good article. You can come and understand exactly how you can use Remix how you use the Remix with NeoVim and VS Code with Remix Desktop. So it's a good article. You can just go like how Remix Desktop works. So most of these things that I haven't mentioned here, you'll just see them here. How you can do the deployments and things like that, like a simple application. I don't know. So you can just check. So it's maybe you can just go and yeah, I'll do that.
Please share the link for them. I'll share it in the
Sure.
group.
Sure, I've just sent it. So if you just go and check this link here and just go through it, yeah. Then maybe like one thing as we maybe like I want to so using Remix better. Let us just create like create for me a simple voting dapp. Nice. So you can see it's creating. It's creating here. You can see it's creating. Yeah. So as it's creating here, we let us just try to connect to GitHub using Remix. So when you click this connect to GitHub, it will prompt you to. Damn, it want this one here. Just a minute. Yeah, so just this is how to. So I'm trying to connect GitHub with Remix so that you can be able to just push the codes there. Yes. So this loading, I'll just approve all. I've approved them all. So just a minute. Okay, yeah. So one thing we need to do is like we need to deploy here. But this MetaMask that I had here, didn't have any gas fee. But like once you have deployed here, it will be easiest for you to just create this dapp here. But like you have this dapp here. So we need to come and deploy. So for the next session, I think the next instructor may pick from here, or it'll just show you what you do from here. Otherwise, how to push to GitHub. So long as you have been able to create here, you have been able to connect to GitHub. You just click here, initialize the repository. That's initialize the repositories. Then we do what? Is it? Okay. Then you commit if you not commit. Okay. So first of all, you need to add a remote. So because of time, I wouldn't go here. But just go create a GitHub project. Like, just a minute. Just get a GitHub repositories. After creating a GitHub repository, you come here. Where is it? Come here, input the name, then the URL, then add the remote. Then after adding the remote, you just push commands. You just push to GitHub. So about smart contracts, this was more or less like an introductory session to how you can start building. So you have seen here, we haven't done anything locally. That's one cool thing about Remix. Still has more any local ID setup. You can just go anywhere, just use any laptop. I can, but like one thing, the desktop version, it means like I can build my contracts locally. For example, I'm flying to, example, siendi huko hivyo, but lakini if I'm flying with break and I'm doing the hackathon, I can be able to continue building the project while I'm on a plane. Then by the time I'm landing, I'm just deploying the project. So anyways, this basically the session for today, and this basically an introductory session towards like much more deeper on-chain development stuff that we'll be doing for the next consecutive sessions. So thank you. Any questions first of all?
Yeah, so again, I'm going to insist, guys, anyone who bado on a float, it's okay. A lot of the sessions will be very hands-on. So Washuka, kindly in the group before the next session, tell guys what they need to have set up. So just check with the trainer if it's GitHubs, if it's or whatever tooling they need, because in the next session we're going to basically build something. So make sure you have your laptops, you're in front of a computer or something, and yeah. So also another announcement is that we'll be having the in-person bootcamp on Saturday now. So every Saturday from now on will be guys. I'm sure come up to the lab from 10 a.m. That's when we'll be having our in-person session. So for this Saturday, we will for those who are in Nairobi, please come to the lab. If you're not, we'll be streaming the class as well. So I think the focus will be also on setting up environments for those who don't have that set up. You don't have to be in Nairobi for that. Just tune in, and we'll be basically running an office hour, more or less, every Saturday. I'm starting now till the end of the code. If there's any questions, kindly ask. All details will be shared in the group, as always. Yeah, so for Wednesday, come ready, very excited. Come ready to build your first dapp, I suppose. Yeah.
All right. You're sure there are no questions? You're sure?
Maybe something to add. So we have a bootcamp that's Remix is partnering up with Encode Club. So one thing, by the way, maybe for those who ask, if you meet someone in the events or like in the streets, I'm not employed by Remix. I'm just contributing to Remix. I'm an external contributor. So no, me si team. I'm not a team member. Like, if you want something with the team, I can help you reach out to them directly. Thank you.
Awesome. So no questions so far? Okay, great. I will send the checklist and the document where you fill in your name and wallet address, and then I'll forward the document to Fadhil so he can send you some test, right? That's how it's supposed to work, Fadhil. The wallet address they create, and then on. Okay, cool.
So that's the
and then I'll forward the
assignment.
document to
The assignment.
Perfect. Remix. Awesome. If there are no questions, I guess we can call it a night and see you. Yes, go on.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I mean, just a comment that this has been actually one of the best sessions. The fact that you're engaging with the participants, and then like until I mean because actually one of my housemates has benefited to create a GitHub account, and I'm so proud of that. Yeah, thank you so much, Fadhili, for this. I really appreciate. Yes.
Thank you, Raphael, for that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Guys, I guess we can call it a night. Have a good night. See you on Wednesday.
All right, cheers. Bye.